Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, everyone.
It is 70 degrees today and beautiful. You might hear a little road noise. We have the door open. We did close this window here.
Jason had a little fun with his RC car today.
Yeah, played with my RC car a little bit, took a shower. And now we're going to talk about why we chose a Class A RV over a pull behind or a fifth wheel or even a Class C, because we did start in a Class C. So what do you think?
Well, some of the, perks or things I like about having a Class A is when you're driving a long distance and you don't want to have to stop to use the bathroom. You can, as long as you're going on a good stretch of highway that's pretty straight, you can get up and stretch and use the bathroom or
play with the dogs.
Yeah.
Annie likes
take a nap.
Annie gets restless. Yeah, if you've been watching us for a while, you've seen us take a couple different trips. And if we go farther than about an hour, Candace ends up on the couch sleeping. And I have caught it pretty much every single time.
It starts out.
But that's okay.
TV,
it don't bother me. I love to drive. I've always loved to drive anything. So yeah.
But it's just kind of nice not being stuck like in a seat.
Mm-hmm.
Where to get up or to stretch or anything you have to pull over.
Yeah.
So
we would basically be traveling around the country in a truck.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we're driving, we'd be in a truck or a van. Some people chose a van. I would take a van over a truck if I was going to pull a trailer. I would definitely take a van, like less junk, more journey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I would probably kind of fix up the back of the van though, and kind of make it for a little storage and possibly even a flip down bed, to where if we wanted to leave the camper somewhere for a day, we could go out and explore further in just the van, maybe, in the desert. I would probably even possibly get a 4x4 van, an all-wheel drive. I don't know if you can get all-wheel drive that'll pull what we would want, but
that'd be pretty awesome.
Anyway, so why do you like this over the Class C?
Well, it's more roomy. It feels more kind of like a little apartment.
This is about 5 foot longer than the Class C. The Class C was a 27, and this is a 32. I mean, a little 32 and 5 inches, something like that.
I think it was just an easier transition too from a house. I don't know. It just seems.
Yeah. The Class C didn't have a whole lot of storage. There was nothing outside. It had one little bitty tiny storage outside, and that was it. And there wasn't near as much inside, and it was a corner bed, and we didn't care for that little corner bed.
Yeah.
And the shower was just like a little room by itself, and it was just a tiny little shower, and it felt like you was trapped in a little cave, and you could barely turn around. And this shower, it's not huge, but this shower feels more like a house shower.
Too,
you like the other one?
The one that had the little tub, didn't it?
But you never even used it. We was parked in your mom's driveway and you used hers. I used it. And
True.
It wasn't fun. I didn't like being trapped in there. I could barely turn around. It was pretty small. The bathroom area wasn't bad. Where the toilet and the sink was, it was like separate on the other side of the hall. So it wasn't bad in that room, but I didn't care for the shower. So I do like this shower a lot better. There's lots of reasons why I like the Class A. I like how we set up higher. We're pretty much as high as the big rigs. When they pass us, we're not quite eye level. They might still be a little bit higher, but not too much. And I like the big windows. I didn't care for the overhang. Anyway, I didn't care for the overhang on the Class C, because when we got closer to the mountains, you couldn't really see the mountains out of the front. Only the closer you got, the more vision you lose above you. And also, every time it rained in the Class C, when it would only sprinkle a little bit, it would take like forever for the window to get wet because of the overhang. So even on the lowest setting on the intermittent, it was too much most of the time. So I would always have to reach up and flip it. I also picked a Class A because of the structure of this one anyway. Most older Class C's are wood frame construction in the back, and then the insulation is like a cellulose on paper. It wouldn't take long for that to vibrate loose from the paper, and then all your insulation's at the bottom of your walls and there's nothing on the top. And also, if you have a leak for a while, which that Class C did, I had to replace some wood inside of the back of the wall that I didn't even notice when I bought it. And I went by myself, but I looked at it pretty good, and I didn't really notice it. I guess I didn't look good enough because I ended up finding it. But actually, I found it when the back window broke from snow sitting on it, I think. I'm not positive. I mean, because at the lot where it was sitting, the storage place, there was a fence in the back and a road, but I mean, it was 50 yards. The road was at least 50 yards. You know, I was thinking possibly some kids with a BB gun or something, but I'm pretty sure we had about, 8 inches of snow, 6 inches, and it was pretty wet snow, and it was kind of leaning back a little bit, so I think more set on the back, and I think the pressure busted the back window. But when I showed up to check on the RV and seen the window broke, the snow had been melting for a day. But that didn't rot the wall. That just led me to take a piece of wood off to check it and see that it had leaked for years. The 2x4s in the back of the wall was swelled up, so I had to cut some 2x4s out and replace them, and replace the paneling. But it was pretty good when we sold it, but it took some work. And this RV is steel frame construction. All the walls have steel studs. I have drilled into them on many occasions, and this is also solid foam core. So it's probably like a vacuum bonded wall, which means you get a little bit better insulation. It's not going to rattle out over time. It's not going to hold moisture like a regular insulation and get mold. But this RV is a lot bigger than I would have liked to have went. But with all of Candace's stuff, we had to be comfortable and have somewhere to put it. And I mean, I don't mind the space. This isn't huge. 32 foot isn't bad, but we're also pulling a 14-foot trailer. And with the tongue about 3 foot, we're actually around 50 foot long.
So that makes it tough pulling in and out of the gas station.
Yeah, I mean, we have to go mostly to truck stops, things like that, which I don't mind. It's just a little harder to find places. You usually pay a little more to truck stop because it's right next to the highway. But, I mean, there are some smaller gas stations we can fit in. We've done it already with this trailer. The other trailer was a lot smaller, made it a little bit easier. If we didn't have a trailer, 32 foot isn't that bad.
Yeah.
But we're pretty long. But we've got by so far. We ain't had no problems really. But yeah, I could have went quite a bit smaller and been happy.
I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. But some other reasons I wanted a Class A or even any kind of drivable over a trailer. A lot of it's safety. You know, if something's going on outside of the RV and we need to get out of there fast, then I don't want to have to jump out of a trailer and get to my truck and get it started and get out of there. You know, I can jump out of bed, run to the driver's seat, start it, and be out of here in seconds, minutes maybe, I don't know, but pretty quick.
And also sometimes when you're driving and the roads are really rough and you're wondering if things are banging around or breaking or if you forgot to tie something down.
Yeah, you can jump up and fix it real quick before something actually breaks. If I hear something start to rattle,
I can figure out what it is and sit it down or whatever, and you don't have to really stop. So
we have hydraulic jacks also, and we plan on moving a lot. We're not, you know, I mean, we might stay somewhere for what, maybe a week or two, even if it's a really nice place and somewhere to ride the Razor and ride the scooter around the town and see things. I mean, it's possible we might stay somewhere a week to 2 weeks. So the ease of setting it up when we're like boondocking at Walmart or just pull out into the desert for a week, the hydraulic jacks make it pretty easy. You know, we can pull up, set our jacks, and be level and ready to go in a minute. And with the trailer, you got a little more to it than that. So I just think it's a lot easier. I don't know. I mean, things might change. We might get on the road and say, man, this sucks without a car. We might end up getting a trailer and a truck. But right now, with the way that we're going to travel, this fits us. You know, I mean, we're not saying anybody should go get a Class A. This is what we like, and we think it's going to work out for the way we would like to travel. Also, I mean, a lot of people pick Class C's because they think, oh, it's a van. You know, I'm getting a Ford van. I could just take it to a dealer if something's wrong, and that's not true. We had a Class C Ford van, and there's only certain dealers that will work on a motorhome, and they're few and far between. There was, I think, 2 in the entire Kansas City area, and Kansas City's a big area. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
And we still always look. I mean, I love to see what other people, you know, live in and how they make it work and how you customize it to fit, you know, what you need to put.
Yeah, everybody's different. Yeah. I mean, everybody changes it and
makes it their own.
Kind of makes it their own, even if they're not living in it. Even if you just do weekend trips, you know, I still would have done some things just to kind of make it my own. But yeah, I love to look. I love YouTube. YouTube's one of my favorite things. I watch way more YouTube than TV. But okay, we're gonna wrap this video up. It's probably an hour now, ain't it? So, anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay. Next time, I think we're gonna do a video and kind of show our camera gear, some of the things we use that we started with, and also why we decided to do a YouTube channel and, you know, what we'd like to get out of it. We do appreciate everybody that watches and has subscribed. We haven't had any real trolls yet or anything. Everybody that comments is usually
very helpful.
Yeah, nice, helpful or very nice, and we appreciate it. You know, it's not for everybody. Nothing is. Everybody don't like everything, and you can't please everybody, and we're not really trying to. We're us, and this isn't necessarily even an RV channel. This is just our lives, and we happen to live in an RV. Once we're on the road, you're going to see a lot of probably Razor footage, and we're eventually going to get a nice drone like a DJI or possibly a GoPro, and
doing some exploring even maybe.
Yeah.
I'd like
we're
to
gonna
check
do
out some abandoned places. And I love the YouTube channels that do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we subscribe to a couple of those. Exploring with Josh is awesome. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna see a lot of different things. It's not always just gonna be about an RV. You might see us leaving the RV to go do something, but you know, it's gonna change a lot once we actually hit the road. It's not gonna be every video of me working on the RV. Things are gonna break. You're still gonna see lots of videos of me working on the RV. We'll just be somewhere
hopefully
new.
Not too many, but
yeah, hopefully not too many.
So thanks again, everybody who watches and enjoys our show, and keep watching because it's gonna get way better once we finally hit the road.
Yeah, hopefully soon. All right, guys.
See you on the road.